sentence or statement. Why? Because okay, like obviously we're there. The people around the area know there's a big event happening. They are exposed to us. Like bikers, runners when they jog around uh, the path, and they'll just notice like, okay, what is this big event? And like they become aware of Scout still exists and how strong the Scouting movement is. But other than that, like I want to talk about the three stakeholders, if you may, that are being impacted greatly by we participating in this event. The first one is nighttime organizer. As you know, this is a uh, volunteer-based event. So, and I think only Alton and a few members of his team are volunteering to take up this event. So it's a hard challenge because nobody wants to run it besides them, and they need help because if there are no volunteers setting up stations, then this event cannot happen. Like if there's only 6 people, 10 people, 20 people participate, there wouldn't be enough challenges and fun and experience for the kids. And it's a big event, so I mean it takes up 12 hours and uh, so I mean, it's just really eventful, impactful, and also the way for us to give back to the Scouting community, right? What we learn over here and all that. And can you move on? Thank you. Also, to our crew, it's a learning experience. And when I say learning experience, I don't just say about to say a learning experience about the planning team because I mean we learn about delegating tasks, we learn about equipment stuff, we learn about the logistics stuff, we learn about how to meet deadlines and run those events. But for the participants of our crew members, I mean the crew members who were there, they also learn how to interact with kids, how to cooperate to run the event, how to set up the stove, basic stuff like that. Uh, and also it's a great team building and bonding event. Like uh, let's just say we, I mean there are events like this where all the crew members gather and all around like that. But it also create, like I said, when it gets quiet, we get together and we get to know each other more, and I think that's a foundation for a long-term solid relationship because we learn about each other, we laugh about with other jokes, we talk not just scouting stuff, of course we talk scouting stuff, but other than that, I mean, we get to know more in terms of a person basis and engaging the scout community. Like for example, Katarina, like she came all the way from Greece, and this is a way for her to also engage in scout community. I mean, far away from Greece, right? Like this is international movement, and it keeps you events and it keeps you engaged and keeps your fire, the fire of the passion of the scouting spirit keep burning because of these kind of events. Thank you. Can you move on? Thank you. And last but not least, to the night hack participants. We create a fun educational program for the younger generation because, as you may know, this is like I think for some kids it might be the first time ever their parent will be voluntarily encouraging them to stay up all night. Uh, and they don't get to do this nowadays. I mean, at home they get homework, they got school. They might participate in programs in regular meetings in gym and all that, but this is bigger. This is through through the wilderness overnight, and that just create like a memorable thing for them. I mean, I asked some of my troops, some of my scouts in 28, and they were like, uh, our feet, our feet were dead by the morning, and then we were unconscious for the whole Sunday. But they had fun. They were laughing, they were smiling, talking about it and all that, and that's worth it, guys. And also, a minor thing is we get to learn about other scout groups. where the kids are participating. We can invite scholars to join us to talk about. We learn more about them, and they learn more about us, and that's how the scouting community is really involved and care about each other. Like we're not separate entities following a mutual purpose. We are connected. We are family, and that being said, it's not regionally, it's not nationally, it's internationally. So like I said, it's really impactful and eventful. And for personal learning experience, thank you for is that I believe we did an excellent job in terms of teamwork and flexibility. Because even though there are certain things that were coming up as obstacles, we were determined and flexible enough to overcome that, to find alternative routes, to to schedule our time, to contact people, to delegate things, to overcome those uh, things. But also, there's always room for improvement in any project at all. Uh, that is, we, I mean, there in fact meeting deadlines, I missed a few important deadlines, so that's caused unnecessary obstacles. If you want to know more about that, feel free to talk to me personally. And I delegate tasks a little bit too late. If I did earlier, then things would have gone smoother and we would have done an easier job. But I think that's it for the brief. Like I said, if you want to learn more on Nikai itself or how to really run Nikai because you're interested in future Nikai events, something like that, feel free to talk to me personally. And to conclude, like I said, uh, this is a big event, and I'm I'm happy to run it. I'm proud of my team. Um, and I, for those who have not been there, I would highly recommend you to join Nikai next year. You won't regret it. And Dylan, I beat the challenge.
Thank you, Nick. I'm very sad I missed out on it this year. I have to next year. The next item is an update on the eco initiative that we've been following. That is presented by Ozzy and
Hello everyone, my name is Ozzy. I'm the team lead of the new team called Eco Initiative. Um, we create many projects for providing knowledge of waste management and also opportunities for local members to learn about developing zero waste habits. Um, um, so we create many projects also providing local students many different types of projects, take on more unique roles and expose us to the community for sustainability and scouting. At this point, when we talk about eco initiative, we talk about zero waste learning challenge. So before Tiffany, the PM, talk about the recap and reward, I want to Chloe to update us on the meeting challenge, and I will talk about the future collection.
Hello everyone, I'm Chloe, and as you guys might remember that last ATM we talked about the green mini challenge. Well, in Eco Initiative we give you some information about that, and today I'm gonna give you some updates on it. So in the first 4 weeks of our challenge, we have 6 hours ATM participate. It's new role based Eco Initiative, recruitment, ATM package, like planning and leadership team. And that was an outstanding reward, the result for me. I didn't think that we have many of that meetings in 1 week, and no, in 1 month, and many of that participants. So, okay, can you go to the next one? And you guys can see on the Basecamp, this is our the meeting features that we collected from our meeting list. And so in the first 4 weeks of the challenge, we have got a lot of questions and also feedback on what to do. First of all, is the rules. Whereas there's some other rules that they might have missed during my talk, or they might have miswritten, or how to make it more user friendly, and more important is where to buy things that have package free, or asking where to buy where are the shops that support green green movement. So that only gives you an example. It's not a good example. It's not a hundred out of 100, but it is something that we want to make it an example. It's our newest eco initiative meeting, which is on the next slide. And for this one, as you guys can see, that this is the containers that Ozzy brought to our meeting. She brought this to the restaurant and asked them to fill them up in the bucket for her. And she asked us to bring our container, and we ourselves brought our bubble tea jars, reusable cups, and utensils. So yeah, I think that answers most of the questions on how to conduct a green meeting. Green meeting, it doesn't continue because we don't stress on 100% of zero waste, but we stress on it, minimizing it. So the last part of my presentation is our communication platform. Since we have changed a little bit, not that little, but we changed a little. So before you press button post on your Basecamp to upload your photos, your meeting photos, you want to insert a team name and date of the meeting so that we can have some information about your meeting, and the number of attendees to calculate the average of waste per person, and some interesting facts about your meeting. And it's optional if you want to fill out the form or not, because if we double check it and we don't see it, we will fill it out for you. So the only thing you need to remember to do is the photos. So yeah, that's my part, and I hope to see more photos on the message board. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe, for updating us on green meeting. Please remember to post your photo when you have meeting and try to reduce your waste by reusable containers. I will talk about the trip to Covanta with the energy of Mexico. What is Covanta? Covanta is one of the world's largest provider for waste energy solutions. What they do is turning garbage into power, electricity. Every year they recycle about 20 million tons of garbage. So instead of dumping to the ground or ocean, we have the greener energy, greener solution for our garbage. And why we choose Covanta? Covanta is very famous. They have so many facilities in America, like in Canada we only have one in Burnaby. And I think it's a good way to learn, to understand and get inspiration about more greener solutions for our budget. Also, it's a good opportunity when we expose to the facility, we see the garbage, we see the machines, and we learn about a closed loop model. Closed models, it means using a waste from one product, use waste from this product to make a resource or food for another product. For example, like in nature, animals and humans exhale carbon dioxide, and plants will take it as food for them. And also, like dead body is a waste, but it's a food for soil. but in our society, we just throw out the garbage into the environment, into the ground, into the ocean, and we can do anything to that. So this is opportunity for us to learn more, and then we can recycle our garbage in proper way. Yeah. Location is Seattle, Burnaby, and to Carpool. And it happened on Sunday, next 2 weeks. Because it's a Mother's Day, so I'm trying to do the trip in the morning so we can have lunch with family. Yeah, more detail I will update on this camp and ask me directly if you have any questions. Right now, welcome Tiffany for the Zero Waste Lunch Challenge.
Hello everyone. Before I start, I would like to know what you guys have for lunch today. I kind of miss everyone's lunches because the last 2 weeks we have the Zero Waste Lunch Challenge. So what we do is we post the photos of our lunch within 7 days in the week, and I would like to share about the highlights of this challenge. And first start, I would like briefly talk about why we do this challenge. In our Eco Initiative team, this is the first project that we do to which aims to help our members to learn more about waste management and also help them to practice the habits of reducing waste. Something like simple such as our lunch can actually create a big issue to the environment when we use plastic containers, plastic etc. So this what we do, and the impact of this challenge is that we ask our members and they give the feedback, and our members, our participants that this process helps them raise the awareness of the waste management, and they more conscious about what they eat every day and how they buy the products. And also, this process also help us to increase the crew awareness. When we work with the social media team to post these beautiful lunch photo on Instagram and Facebook, so that we let our other groups know about what we're doing and what we care about. And this is some of the highlights of our project. We express our goals that we're aiming to have 17 participants, but we end up having 27 participants, which is half of the group. And yeah, I think it's very fun that we see our lunch every day for 7 days. We talk about the waste and share about the alternatives to reduce the waste. And I think what makes this challenge successful is that we have good communication plan among our team members and also communicate with our participants. Can you go back? So talking about communication plan, I also I also have a personal lesson that not just only you communicate with our audience, but also communicate within the team. And what I learned is that as a project manager, it's very important that they are able to convey the vision and the information to the team members. And because when you communicate well with the team members, they will communicate with the audience. And we also do well on social media. We work with social media team and posting this photo on Instagram and Facebook. This so this is exciting part, the reward. So if you see on the slide, you will see your name on it, and I think you guys can come here to receive the reward.
Wait, I don't see my name.
How do you like to see your photo?
Dr. Sam, Rina.
Yeah.
Hold on now.
See your name, please come up.
What's the reward?
The reward is reusable beeswax wrap from Abiku. They support us by giving us this nice wrap.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Nita. Serena.
There's the instruction.
Oh, there's
You could eat lunch with someone too.
How about me?
Oh, I thought you did yours.
Thank you.
I also have mine.
Let's take a photo. Is there a camera?
Just do it. Just do it.
Let's do it with a phone.
Yeah.
You want to know if it's not big, yeah.
A big one.
Photo one. Alright, look over here. 3, like, yeah, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait, one more.
Let's
You're
have.
covered. Far away.
I gotta figure that out pretty quickly. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tiffany, Ozzy, and Chloe. I have a bonus challenge for all of you. Try to convince your parents that it's not necessary to individually plastic bag all the fruits and vegetables, because I can't. I haven't been able to do that. Give that a try when you do it next time. So I'd like to call together Sam.
No context.
There's no context and no slide.
Okay, so we have a very special presentation to make. So I'd like to invite Evelyn to come up and floor is yours.
Thank you so much. There's a reason why I'm here today, and beyond the reason that I want to thank all of you, is because we have an award to be presented to Dylan Book. And we apologize, this award was supposed to be given to Stephen Twenty. He deserved this award a long time ago, and it happened to be sent to your old group. And so nobody knows where you are, and they just recently sent the awards back to the office, and I thought it would be such an honor to present this award because you're well deserved the medal for good service. And honestly, I think Dylan deserves more than just medal of good service for the past, I guess, 5 months that I've worked with you, and he's been such an outstanding help and a good role model to all of you. I think that's why your rulers are doing such a wonderful job. So, Dylan, I like it.
Make you want to.
Do we get it?
Closer.
Can you get it from there?
Every time.
Four, I want 3 bodies. Well, 2 more. Otherwise, it's just 3 bodies.
Oh, yeah.
Can someone take this with their phone?
No, I got it right in front of me.
I'll keep the flash in there.
Right, so back to
our regularly scheduled programming, which is actually just a 10-minute break, so. Nickel. I think it's fine. Yeah, 10 minutes. Come back at 25. Yeah, make sense. There's 5 so